Hey everyone, Chip here. I'm a marriage and family therapist here to help you flourish in your relationships and in life. And today we're diving into a topic that matters for so many couples: the difference between sex that relieves tension, sex that seeks comfort, and sex that creates genuine emotional and physical synchrony. These ideas come from Sue Johnson and the world of emotionally focused therapy and attachment science, because the way we connect in the bedroom is deeply tied to the way we connect outside of it. My goal today is to help you recognize where you and your beloved tend to land and what you can do to move toward deeper, more connected intimacy. Let's jump in. Number one, sealed off sex. We're doing something physical, but emotionally, we're not together. Sue Johnson describes this as the classic James Bond style of sex, and it fits. When James Bond steps into a scene with a woman, no one thinks, ah, yes, a tender moment of vulnerability and lifelong devotion is about to unfold. Especially because 2 scenes earlier, we watched that same woman talking to the bald villain stroking a white cat while sitting in a chair full of trapdoor buttons. With sealed off sex, the emotional experience is the same. The connection is thin. The moment might be pleasurable, but it isn't mutual or emotionally accessible. The interaction can even feel like a means to an end. The goal is to reduce tension, reach orgasm, or prove desirability or performance. The focus is sensation and technique, with very little emotional openness or presence. And here's the relational dynamic: trust is low, openness is low. One or both partners may end up feeling unseen or alone. It's like saying, I can be vulnerable physically, but the rest of me is staying guarded right over here. Here's how it shows up: using sex to release stress, focusing on getting it right instead of being together, ending the moment without feeling any closer. Here's my encouragement for you: most couples have one partner with more spontaneous desire. Their desire just shows up, and another with a more responsive desire, meaning their desire grows through connection, affection, closeness, and emotional signals. Both styles are normal. Most people shift between the two depending on the season they're in. If you're the responsive partner, you might say, sometimes when we connect physically, it feels like we're both in our own heads. I'd love us to feel more together. This lets your partner know you want connection, not perfection. If you're the spontaneous partner, try checking in gently. What would help you feel more relaxed with me right now? That shifts the moment from performance to partnership. The second type of sex is solace sex. I need to know that I matter to you. The goal is reassurance. It's, am I valued? Will you choose me? Are we okay? The focus is emotional involvement. The act is secondary. The longing underneath is what matters. I remember working with Christy and Ryan, who felt like there was a wall between them in the bedroom. Christy was convinced Ryan didn't care about her emotionally, but when Ryan finally talked about why these moments mattered to him, he didn't mention the act at all. He said, when I want to be close to you, and I know you want me to, I feel so cared for. Christy softened right there. I honestly thought it was just the act for you. I thought I was interchangeable. This is the heart of solace sex, reaching out not for excitement, but for reassurance. The relational dynamic is that it's more emotional engagement than sealed off sex, but not fully in synchrony. It often shows up during cycles of conflict or distance, and it brings temporary comfort, but it doesn't resolve the deeper fears. How it can show up is one partner reaches out sexually after an argument. Sex can be used as a check to see if things are okay. And it helps soothe, but it doesn't always bring deeper connection. Here's my encouragement for you: if you're the spontaneous partner, try adding gentle words to the reach. Say, I'm reaching for you because I want to feel close to you. It helps me feel connected to you. For a responsive partner, this kind of clarity can calm the nervous system, reduce pressure, and shift the moment from expectation to invitation. If you're the responsive partner, offer one simple reassurance: I'm here for you. I care. We're in this together. For a spontaneous partner, hearing that can quiet the fear of, being too much and create the safety needed for real closeness. It keeps the moment emotionally grounded instead of performance driven. A third type of sex is synchrony sex. That's we're emotionally open, physically connected, and fully present together. The goal is to seek and offer comfort, responsiveness, reassurance, delight, and emotional engagement openly and safely. Pleasure becomes something that speaks to both the body and the heart. The focus is open communication and sharing desires and vulnerability, a fusion of emotional responsiveness, tender touch, and erotic exploration. It's not either or. You can have gentle vulnerability woven together with playful or exciting touch. Some touch says, I'm here with you, and other touch says, and I want you. And both belong in this kind of sex. The word ecstasy comes from the Greek ekstasis, to stand outside of oneself. Synchrony sex can feel like that. It's not just physical pleasure, it's a sense of oneness, a small moment of transcendence. So here's the relational dynamic. It's high responsiveness in and outside of the bedroom. There's low fear of rejection. Partners stay curious about each other's needs and they can soothe one another even during stress. And the difference is they don't threaten the bond. This is what Sue Johnson calls bonding sex, where emotional closeness and physical closeness meet to create a sense of us. Here's how it shows up. Partners talk openly about what they want and what they fear. They feel safe slowing down or speeding up together. There's an ease, a willingness to linger, and a natural dance to the moment. Pleasure is mutual, curious, and driven by connection. Here's my encouragement for both partners. For responsive spouses, you can say, I love it when you touch me like this. It helps me to feel close to you. This gives your spouse a roadmap, removes guesswork, and builds safety. For spontaneous partners, share one small vulnerability. Sometimes I worry I'm too much, or I love when you respond to me. It helps me to relax. This softens the space between you and turns the moment into a shared emotional experience rather than a performance. What I'd like to encourage you both to do is create rituals of connection. Here's one idea: a 5-second kiss every single day. Here's another option: a nightly check in question. And it could sound something like this: what's one moment today when you felt close to me or wished you had? Another option is there anything I can do tonight or tomorrow that would help you feel supported? Hold each other for one full minute before bed. This can be a fun one. Try it. Schedule a 10-minute conversation this week around what helps you feel chosen by me. These rituals build the emotional foundation that allows synchrony sex to flourish. Great sex isn't about perfect technique. It's about emotional safety, accessibility, responsiveness, and engagement, the heartbeat of a secure bond. Until next time, I'm rooting for you.